Dưới kia dưới đúng rồi đúng rồi. Phước màn hình đó chị, Phước màn hình đi. Rồi giờ start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show today. So, the first thing, we will sing a song together to warm up before we engage in the competition tonight. The song is Live While We're Young. Let's get started.
Hey girl, I'm waiting on ya. I'm waiting on ya. Come on and let me sing you out. Another celebration, a celebration. The music of the winter's down. Yeah, we'll be doing what we do, just pretending that we're cool, and we know it too. Yeah, we'll keep doing what we do, just pretending that we're cool. So tonight, let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some and live while we're young. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. And live while we're young. Oh, oh, oh. Tonight, let's get some and live while we're young. It's now or never. Don't overthink, just let it go. And then you get together. You get together. Don't let the pictures leave your phone. Oh, yeah. We'll be doing what we do, just pretending that we're cool. So tonight, let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some and live while we're young. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
That's a great performance. So, tonight is a special episode. Instead of finding out who the odd one it is, we will listen to 5 excellent students. Welcome 5 excellent students. Please
Student.
So, they will show you about their dream and how they plan, how they prepare for their future career path. After their presentation, you guys will have 10 minutes to ask them for more information, and after that, we will vote who is the most inspiring planner and who is the most meticulous planner. I mean that who have the plans, who have a specific plan. So let's get started. We will start with number 1. It's time for you to show everybody how ambitious you are. Sorry.
Thank you. Hi. So I'm talking about my plan for the future. It's hard to predict the future, so I think it's good for me to have a clear plan or a goals for me in the next few years or even my whole life. So there are always a few possibilities thinking in my mind when thinking about me in the future. But the most likely to happen is, you can see me here. I will work for an agricultural manufacturing companies. And I've always thought of myself being engaged in the supply chain of food products in Vietnam, and so to speak, and being able to enhance the value of the food industry in our country. And I have my dream job that is working in an international corporation called Olam. So I aim to join the management trainee program of this company. This is an annual program for the university graduates with the experience below 2 years. And down the lines, I also keep myself abreast of changes in of the global market in agriculture, as well as the changes in other companies involving in agriculture. So, it sounds a little bit crazy, but in the next 10 years, I think that I will be able to in charge of a management position of my dream company. You can see here, that's my face attached to the face of the president of Italy. So this picture represents for me being a salesman or a manager of the salesman. And another possibility, maybe I will be the manager of technological development department.
Wow.
And this is me too. So besides some ambitions for my career path, I also have some intentions for other aspects of my life. That is, and the one I really want to tell you is about the trekking trip in the US at the age of 30. I'm a stickler for adventures. Not to mention, I'm really into sports, so I always seek for chances of taking part in intensive physical activity. So I and one of my friends have decided to set a goal for ourselves. We will go to the U.S. and join in a trekking trip when we are 30. So that's all about my.
How about you, number 2?
Hello everyone, I'm Yun, and now I'm going to talk about my future plan. I'd like to begin by highlighting that my plan is having an agricultural exporter company. The company responsible for purchasing products from farmers and exporting them to other countries with higher and more stable prices. Another interesting point that I really want to bring Vietnamese agricultural product to the international market. The reason for this is because they're so delicious and varied. They also qualify to meet the requirements of the most demanding markets. Moreover, they also create a stable output and we doesn't depend on a certain market. Finally, I also want to mention the way I make the future a reality. After graduating, I intend to spend 5 years working in that field to gain experience and capital. It is also my chance to build up to create relationship, and when I have enough knowledge and finance, I will set up a small company for myself. So that's all about my future. Thanks for listening.
You have a lot of things to share with us.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
I'm number 4 and today I will stand
You're number 3. You're not number 4.
Sorry. I'm number 3 and today I'm stand here to tell you about my future plan. The first thing I'd like to begin is hiding my job ambition for the future. I have a thirst for working in supply chain field because I've learned external economic major for 4 years and I also have a passion for it, associated with having a long time digging deep into the hands-on and theoretical knowledge related to this major. However, I also perceive that I should have a meticulous and well-prepared plan for my job in order to pursue a successful career. So I set up a long process which is acquiring more knowledge as well as fulfilling my English skill. This preparation plays an essential role for my job and helps has a best job prospect in the future. The next step is I want to apply for leading shipping line corporations or multinational corporations because in these international and professional environments, I would not only have a chance to gain more knowledge and encounter challenges, but also have good promotional opportunities. Another interesting point I'd like to mention is that I also have a 10-year plan for my future. It sounds impractical, but it will be the motive power for me to achieve success and happiness. I will spend about 8 years for my career development and for my passion for traveling. I want to concentrate on working to climb the ladder, and I will spend the rest of this time going on vacation with my family or my friends. Another ambitious plan is having a house before 30 years old. It sounds impractical, but I think I will do it. And at the end of this stage, when I will be about 32 years old, will be the suitable time to get married and have a happy life with a stable financial stability and a well-paid job. Finally, I like to mention my desire for traveling with my family. After a long time of working hard, I always want to stay with my parents and my brother. And in the future, when I have a high salary, I have a thirst for having a lot of time with them by visiting some spectacular places in my country or around the world. Living far from my parents hinders me from taking care of them. So this occasion will compensate for the time I can stay with them and will be the present to require the self-sacrifice. So that's all my future plan. Thank you very much.
How about your plan number 4?
Hello everyone. As you guys know, I just got halfway through university. So today I will tell you what I'm gonna do in the near future. 2 years left in university. I'm having a plan to study abroad after graduating, and I choose Europe as the first place that I can explore more about the outside world. So there are a lot of things that I have to do to get a good background, and then I can get a scholarship. The first thing I have to do is study well in English. The reason is I don't want to miss anything if I have chance to study abroad. If my English is good, even if I just can study for a short time abroad, I still will be able to integrate very quickly. I can improve my knowledge easier and have foreign friends easier. Then, it's really important to have a high GPA and achievements to study in Europe with a scholarship. My goal is 8.5 at GPA, and I've just started to write my first research paper to publish it on a world magazine. Of course, it's extremely hard, but I believe I will have 2 to 3 research papers which are allowed to publish on the magazines. That's my plan to get a chance to study abroad. Thanks for listening.
What is your plan, Mr. Tư?
So I guess I'm the last one. And it's my pleasure to stand here and talk about my future plan for you guys. And first, I like to mention by highlighting my job ambition for the future. I have a thirst for working in the international hotel chains, services, and tourism. I also want to bring the culture of Vietnamese people for foreign tourists. To make this dream become a reality, 3 years studying hospitality management is not enough. So after graduating, I decided to spend more 2 years digging deep into hands-on and theoretical knowledge relating to this major. And so on, learn more about Vietnamese history and geography. I also learned more languages such as English, Korean, and Chinese to contribute to that goal. The reason I choose these 3 languages because English is an essential language in all professions, and it is the first thing I need to have if I want to work in the international environment. About Korean and China is the main source of tourism industry in our country and in all over the world. So I choose 3 languages. The next step is to apply to one hotel in the international hotel chain. Working in this environment, I will have a chance to improve my skills and gain more knowledge. And also I can use foreign languages more frequently. I will spend 10 years working, consolidate knowledge, accumulate experience about operation management of hotel. And after that, I decided to apply myself to the manager's position to get more knowledge, to get more challenges, and learn to how to run a hotel and how to be a leader. And my final goal is, when I'm 40, I want to get my own hotel by myself. This sounds crazy and hard to achieve. Also, I want to try my best to make my dream come true. And this is all about my future dream right now. Thank you for listening.
think your plan are. So it's time for you guys to ask them for more information, and then we will vote. Remember, we have two prizes tonight. We have who is the most inspiring planner and who is the most meticulous planner. So now it's time for you to ask the others the questions.
Number 5. Where do you plan to set up your own hotel?
Well, there are two places I want to set up my own hotel: Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang. These two cities have the highest population in our country, and there are many visitors come here every year. It's about 18% of the population all around the world, and these are two best tours for me right now.
Number 3, what factor relating to your job that attracted you?
Well, I'm really attracted by the nature of work of supply chain because it is a wide range of activities ranging from collecting raw materials in production through distribution to the final customers. So it is an extensive opportunity for me to develop my portfolio of personal and professional skills. In particular, I really love their procurement, resourcing, and purchasing functions because they are the great places to have a wide understanding of the sales, service, and supply chains match together to fulfill the customer's needs.
Number 2, why is agriculture product? Why is agriculture product? You want to open your own company of agriculture product, then why? An agricultural product, because I think my childhood was raised in an agricultural region. So every day I hear many stories about farmers. But the thing that makes me consider most is when crops are good, the prices are very low. In contrast, with this situation, the farmer, no matter how hard they work, they cannot have a better standard of living. So at that time, I thought if someone buys and sells farm products abroad, the price definitely higher. So that was when I wanted to be a person. I wanted to be that person, an agricultural exporter.
Number 4, what other skills do you need to improve to complete the plan? Well, there are a lot of skills that I have to improve, but I decided to complete my design skill first because when you work in a digital team, knowing about design is a big advantage, and it's easier to work in any position.
Number 1, why did you choose to follow the food industry?
Why I choose to follow the food industry? Actually, it sounds a little bit crazy, but there is a kind of intuition that's my life mission. For several times, I feel like I got goosebumps when thinking about a scenario that I can help the farmers to sell their farming product with high price. And I also like to mention that I had several chances to go to several areas of agriculture of our country, and some producing rice, some producing coffee, and some in my area that is cashew. And I can see the difficulties and the barrier why farmers cannot sell their product with high price. And with my major in the university as well as my personalities, I think that this field suits me the best.
Yeah.
Number 2, is there any knowledge you have about international business, or you only hit the plane after graduating?
To become an agricultural exporter, I chose the foreign trade to study at university. It provides me with basic knowledge about international business, but that is only theoretical, and I need more hands-on experience to hit my plan in the future.
Number 1. Why do you want to be a manager of a department responsible for technological development?
Well, it deeply rooted in my vision to import the technology into Vietnam. As you may know, our farmers had years of struggle with the issue how to sell the products with high price. However, we can take hold in the market because we don't have the products with high added value. For instance, in my province, the specialty is cashew, but we usually have to sell the cashew like the main products that you can see is roasted cashew nuts, and the added value of this product is not high, and as a result, we have to rely on retailers so much, especially Chinese ones. So the thing is, we are lacking the technology as well as an intermediate group who can tell the farmers what they need to do to produce more effectively as well as to satisfy the needs of market. So, so I think that technology, if we can make it, we can expect a brighter future of Vietnamese agriculture.
Number 4. Why did you choose Europe to study?
To be honest with you, I choose Europe as the first place to explore because I love traveling. Besides strengthening my major, I can travel to other countries whenever I have time because it's easy for the overseas students in Europe to travel to these places. And there are a lot of wonderful places like Bergen in Norway, Vienna in Austria, and Prague in Czech.
Number 3. What are the advantages of planning?
Well, clearly there are a number of obvious merits, but I would probably say that the one thing that really stands out is that it helps manage your time more effectively and makes your job every day. Another point I'd like to mention is that having plan is the motive power to attempt or encounter difficulties. Thinking of achieving some successful achievement in the future, you would have motivated power to to be success, and do your best to get anything you plan.
Number 4. What is the next plan after Europe's scholarship?
My plan is come back to Vietnam and I will start to gain experience. I will find a job related to my major, and then I find another chance to go abroad, but next time will be another country.
Number 5. How do you bring Vietnam cultural to foreign tourists?
Well, there are 2 ways for me to bring the Vietnamese culture for foreign tourists. First is, after the visitor check-in, they will go to the tourist position to ask which place they can go, which place have the historical site in the city, and which dishes they could eat. The second thing is, every evening, the hotel will have a tour for every tourist to go around the city, and we have 3 leaders to lead the tour. And I will apply one of these 3 people and have conversation to the foreign tourists and introduce them about the history of Vietnamese.
Number 3. Which places will you choose for planning a trip with your family in the future? Which places?
Well, I don't have a clear plan, but if I choose one, it will be Paris, the must-see place to me. And it will be great for me to visit Eiffel Tower and talking to French delicacies in prestigious restaurants. In addition, I also want to visit Louvre Museum and also discover the story of La Salle University, the oldest educational institution in the French.
Okay, time's up. Thank you for your great question and excellent answers. I'm still curious about what about the other plane? How about you, Huynh? Huynh, can you share us about your plan, about your future?
Well, as for me, I have made my choice long time ago. After graduating, I want to have a chance to study abroad for higher education, major in psychologist. And why do I choose to study abroad? Because I want to absorb the knowledge from more developed country so that I can come back to Vietnam and serve my nation. Besides that, I also a person that very curious. I can stand the feeling that I look at the phone screen of other country photos. I just want to behold them in real life. Yeah. So that's why that's why I'm playing.
Miss Larry, your dream is inspiring me a lot. Miss Hui, I hear that some of your friends says that you want to be a famous singer in the future. Is this true?
Well, I have ability to be a singer, but my dream is not to become a singer. My biggest goal is to become a tax officer in this city. And now, at the moment, I'm still studying and improving my English because I know English is one of the great advance for my future job. But and after that, when I'm completing the learning English, sorry. When I'm completing my own learning English, I will study more about tax certificate to improve my professional knowledge. That's my plan.
Yeah. Do you want to change the tax system in our country?
So, you guys listen to the other dream. So, it's time for you to vote who is the most inspiring planner. So, who votes for number 1? Thank you. 13 people. So, how about the number 2? Number 3. Inspiring planner. Just 3. I've seen 4 people now. It's just 3 people. Okay. Number 4.
No, you're so good. Sorry.
How about the gentleman here? Okay, so obviously the number 1 is the winner tonight. He's the inspiring planner. So,
About the other awards?
no.
Wait,
It's time for me. And now we will vote for who is the meticulous planner. Let's vote for number 2.
No.
3.
Yeah.
8 people. Number 4. 7 people. Okay. Number 5. No. Two ladies support him. Two ladies. So number 3 is the winner.
What is the reward?
Yes.
What is the
reward?
What is the reward?
The reward is a special gift from Hoi An and Mr. Folk will give them and the next day. Yes.
Okay.